I heard from other people na ito po ay dating casino or dating... Hi guys! So for today's topic, it's all about foreclosed properties. So experts are predicting that there will be more foreclosed properties in the coming months because of this pandemic. So the big question is, why is it cheaper? So when a property has been foreclosed, it means that a financial institution like Pag-ibig or bank has repossessed the home from the owner who stopped paying the loan. So if you have a current loan and you just stop paying it, there's always a remedy. Of course, we have the assumed balance or pasalo, which I discussed earlier. But if you just let it happen, you didn't pay for it, the banks will repossess your property. So Pag-ibig and banks, they're not in the real estate business. So their only primary concern is how can they recover their money as fast as they can. So where do you actually find foreclosed properties? So if you go to the bank, you'll see these magazines and these booklets, and they have a list of properties. They have photos in here, and they have offer to purchase, they have forms, but now almost every bank's website has a list of foreclosed properties currently available for sale. And you can also get listings from a licensed broker who can recommend good foreclosed properties. Banks and Pag-ibig and other institutions have different processes in acquiring foreclosed properties. Like in Pag-ibig, you have to register, you have to attend a public auction, and give at least 5% of your bid price in case you're the highest bidder. For some banks, it's first come, first served basis, and submission of offer can be done online. So very important is you have to check the status of the property. Yes, you can save a lot of money from buying foreclosed, but like with any other property, sometimes there's a trade-off. So there's this one particular bank which categorizes the properties according to how okay or how problematic the foreclosed property is. They have the green, yellow, and red. So green for properties that are already cleared, so they already have titles, and clean titles and tax declarations. Yellow for properties with special concerns like there are illegal occupants or tenants. Red is for properties with pending court cases. What I usually do is I check out all the foreclosed properties in one particular area first. So I would go to different bank website and check a particular location, like for example, Antipolo. So how many foreclosed houses for sale are found in this location? And I schedule an inspection all on the same day. So it saves me money and time and energy. It's not only the property that you have to check. I recommend you talk to the homeowners association. It's very important, so you'll have an idea if it used to be a drug den or a haunted house, or they still have unpaid monthly dues. Like the foreclosed property we bought last year, we had no idea about the history of the house, who owned it, and what was it for. Until we found a family portrait left by, we assume, the owners of the house. As you can see, we'll never know kung ano talaga itsura pag bumili tayo ng foreclosed properties. And this house looks like a weird house because look at the intricate designs over here. Hindi mo alam kung ano siya before. Probably, as I heard from other people, na ito po ay dating casino or dating, entertainment area. So it has very high walls. Medyo mataas talaga. Okay, so pasukin natin ngayon kung ano yung meron sa loob nitong bahay na ito. So this is a foreclosed property by Bank of Makati. It's 600 square meter lot area. And that's the thing about foreclosed properties. You'll never know unless you check it yourself kung anong itsura niya. So I'm going to tell a quick story. So when I was young, my mom used to bring me to a lot of house viewings, and I remember this one particular house. So as I walk into the room, I discovered stains of blood on the floor. And later we found out that someone was killed in that house. It still scares me up to this day. Anyway, so I highly recommend talking to the people in the neighborhood because you might discover things about the house that you wouldn't like or probably would like. Next is to know your numbers. Not all foreclosed properties are created equal. A foreclosure may seem like a bargain. This is always the assumption. Pag sinabing foreclosed, mura, sulit, and that's probably attached to the idea of buying a foreclosed property. Just like buying any other property, you have to assess it's value for money. And if you're an investor, you have to carefully calculate and analyze the ROI or return of investment and the ARV or after repair value for those who are planning to flip a property. ARV measures what the foreclosed property should be worth after it's been fixed up. And lastly, you have to have an exit strategy. Once you bought a foreclosed property, especially for investment, the clock starts ticking. So you really have to make sure you carefully plan what to do with the property. Like what's the deadline for selling it, how will you sell it, and so on and so forth. Just in case of a pandemic or anything unexpected, or simply the property you bought didn't turn out to be that good of a deal, you should always have a plan B. So speaking of exit strategy, I have to take off and go hunt for more diamonds in the rough. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you have any topics in mind or questions, you can just comment down below or message me on Facebook or Instagram. Bye!